In this video, I'm showing you guys how to make MT fast and easy right now in NBA 2K23 Myteam, showing you guys all of the best MT making methods and just how you guys can make your first 100,000 MT or just 100,000 MT in general. So the first thing I want to talk about, guys, and it's going to be very simple and a really quick way to make some MT, is basically just going to sell a lot of things in your miscellaneous collection. For example, if you guys have a lot of playbooks, I know some people say, you can look on the auction house and maybe they go for, 400 or 500 MT. If you really want to penny pinch, you can obviously do that. But what I would do is just quick sell them for 300 MT. The silver ones, I'm pretty sure, are 275. And overall, you're just gonna be able to make some MT really fast. Is it gonna be able to make you 100,000s of MT? No, but if you have a ton of playbooks, a ton of jerseys, a ton of logos, you're gonna be able to make like 10 to 20,000 MT in the span of like 5 minutes. So it's a great way to make a ton of MT. You guys can see already, we've already made a couple thousand MT and we're only 30 seconds into the video. So if you guys have a lot of these arenas, a lot of these logos, playbooks, even these court floors, the arenas, the balls, right, make sure you guys are quick selling all of these, because it's just a great way to make MT that I feel like not that many people know about, especially if you guys are just getting the game and you have a lot of these jerseys, you have a lot of these logos, you have a lot of these playbooks. Just make sure you guys are going through and quick selling them, because as you guys can see, I'm not exactly sure how much I started with, but I think I've almost made about 5 to 10,000 MT. I definitely could be wrong, but I would say you can make about 10 to 20,000 MT in this span of 5 minutes. And then the next thing is going to be in the historic uniforms. Now these ones you can actually sell and make a decent amount of MT. You guys can see right here, this silver jersey going to go for 800. I would maybe look at some bigger teams, for example like the Knicks, because maybe there's some huge Knicks fans that want these jerseys, going for 1,000 MT for a bronze. I think also the gold ones might go for a little bit more as well. As you guys can see, there's no of this white Jordan jersey, right? That one might go for a decent amount. So maybe look through your collection and see if you have any of the gold jerseys. Maybe the Celtics one's going to go for a lot. You guys can see a lot of them are going to be extinct, so this might be a great way to make some MT. You guys can see 2,000 right here. You can list it up for maybe 1,000 and probably will sell fairly quickly. Another 1,000 for this gold Indiana jersey. This one's look pretty cool, going for another 1,000 MT. So a lot of these jerseys are going for about 1,000 MT. I know a lot of people want a collector, get their collector level up. I'm not sure if there's actually a collector level for jerseys, but I know people do just want to collect jerseys. And you can see right here, 1,400 for this Rockets jersey. You can quick sell them just like the jerseys, or sorry, you can quick sell the jerseys like the logos, the playbooks, the arenas, if you guys want to. But I think this is actually a good time to actually end up selling them, and you guys can make tons of MT. So that's just gonna be another great way, is gonna be actually selling your jerseys. Like I said, I would quick sell the playbooks, the logos, the arenas, the court floors. That stuff I would just end up quick selling. You're able to make some MT super fast and easy. Like I said, about 10,000 MT in like 2 to 5 minutes. For the historic uniforms, I would probably recommend actually listing them up on the auction house. These Thunder jerseys, 3,000 MT. We look at these Thunder ones, probably going to be extinct, or another 3,000. So you're able to make a lot of MT that I feel like not that many people know about in the historic uniforms and in the miscellaneous collection. Now talking about something else in the miscellaneous collection, and that is going to be your badges. Now I have separate videos going more in depth about badges and which ones go for the most. So if you guys want to go check out that video, I'll leave a link down below, or just go check on my channel for how to make MT with badges. But basically the gold ones are going to go for the most. So what you guys want to do is you want to check your gold badge collection. You can check the silvers and the bronzes as well, but just scroll through and see which ones go for the most. You can see right here, a gold backthumb Punisher, which isn't that crazy good of a badge, is going for around 5 to 6,000 MT for one singular badge. What you guys can do, I have 2 of them actually, so I'm gonna send them both to my auction, and I can just list them up for 4,500. Maybe I want to undercut them a little bit, and I can just make some very fast MT that way. I feel like these are ways that not that many people do and know about, especially if you guys are just getting the game, or maybe have just started playing the game recently. Is selling your badges is one of the best ways to, honestly, you can make like 100,000s of MT if you guys do have a lot of badges. I have 120 badges in my collection, and I can probably make close to 100, maybe even 200,000 MT if I were to sell every single badge. Obviously it does take a long time to do so, to look for every single badge's price point, sell every badge, list them up on the auction house, because you only get a space of 50 auctions. So like I said, I would go through the gold ones first and see which gold badges sell. But like I said, I have multiple videos going over which are the best badges to sell and which ones go for the most. I know Quick First Step is always going for a lot. Claymore usually goes for a lot. It's not always necessarily on the what are the best badges in the game. It's It's just really based on what, you know, badges, what cards need these certain badges at certain times when they do drop. So like I said, go through your collection, sell your badges. And then another quickly thing to talk about is going to be your shoe boost. If you guys have like 3-point, you have speed, those ones do go for a little bit on the auction house. You guys can see the +4 3-pointer. I mean, it's going for a decent amount on the auction house. You guys can see right here, it's going to probably be about 10,000 MT, maybe even a little bit more. Yeah, we can see the lowest here is 10,000 MT right there, and I got 4 of them in the diamond version. So what I can do is send all 4 of these to my auction house, and I can list these for, let's say I want to undercut, I can go 8,000. Now you probably want to sell them for a little bit more, but for me, who just wants to get some MT fast and easy, don't really want to wait that long, you know, if they don't sell, I can just undercut for 8,500 MT, and I think in total after tax that's going to put me around 30,000 MT from literally just selling 4 shoe boosts. So you guys can see as we're doing all of these different methods, you know, the quick selling, the selling the uniforms, then talking about the badges, the shoe boosts. I mean, if you combine just these 4 methods right away, you can probably make yourself upwards of 100,000 MT, even if you're just starting out. Like obviously you got to get some badges, you got to get some shoe boosts in your collections, you just got to play the game and earn those along the way. But as you guys play the game over and over again, and you just keep grinding the game, grinding for other modes that we'll talk about later in the video, you're just going to get a ton of shoe boosts, a ton of badges, you know, a ton of logos, jerseys that you guys can quick sell or sell on the auction house. So go through your shoe boosts. 3-ball always goes for a lot. Speed, I know goes for a lot as well. I think pass accuracy might go for a decent amount as well right now. 1,000, not really going for that much, but I know speed always goes for a ton, and I got 7 speeds. And look on the auction house right here, we can see speed is going for about 8,000, 7,000, you know, maybe 5,000 MT if I wanted to undercut, and I have what, 7? So that's gonna be 35,000 MT. Now that is before tax, so maybe like another 25, 30,000 MT, and all I got to do is list up these 7 speeds, and right there from these badges, or from these shoe boosts I should say, I've made what, over 60,000 MT. Bare minimum I have made over 50,000 MT just from selling the speed shoe boost and the 3-point shoe boost as well. There's also speed with ball that go for a decent amount as well. 20,000 MT is the lowest right there. Like how much is the lowest of speed for ball? Like 9,000, 10,000, 8,000. Like I could sell these ones again for maybe 6,000, 5,000 if I really want to undercut, and you can just make tons of MT. I think honestly, if you have a lot of these, you can make upwards of 100,000 MT just from your shoe boost and your badges as well. Now talking about something a little bit different, we're going to be talking about some snipe filters. Now I'm not really, you know, too known for snipe filters. I don't really know every snipe filter, but I kind of do understand the game of snipe filters. You know, what are the best ones? But what I would say is when a new promo comes out, I've heard and I've seen that's usually when the best time is to snipe those cards. So for example, when the new 'Tis the Season drop does come out, what you guys can do is obviously look through the cards, and what you want to do is you want to look for the cheapest card in the set. That's probably going to be the best snipe filter. So we can look at like maybe 2,000 MT, and that's going to be for the amethyst and below. This one's the most simple snipe filter, not going to be anything too crazy, but you're able to make a decent amount of MT just sniping. I'm not really the biggest fan of sniping. I feel like it's a little bit waste of a time, but if you guys like sniping and you guys want to do that, it's definitely a decent way to make some MT. So we can see right now, like the lowest 'Tis the Season card is going to be 2,000. So if you were to set your filter to like, you know, 1,650, anything that pops up under this will make you a decent amount of MT. And if you do get a pink diamond to pop up, you get a diamond, you get a galaxiable MJ, you can obviously make crazy amounts. And then if you guys want to do a little bit more of an advanced filter, I do think the 'Tis the Season diamond is going to be really, really nice, because the lowest one I think is about 20,000 MT, maybe a little bit lower for a guy like Jonathan Isaac or Evan Mobley. So what you guys want to do is set your lowest bid to, right now it's 18,000 MT is the lowest for the diamond, which is going to be Evan Mobley. So if you want to make some MT after tax, maybe do like 16,500, and anything you see is going to be a snipe. If you get a guy like Shea, who I think is around 30, 40, maybe even 50,000 MT, you're going to be able to make a decent amount. Just sit on this filter, right? I can snipe that right there, and I'm pretty sure that's a snipe. It's not going to be anything too crazy, but if I now list this back up for, and you guys can see right there, talking about the other methods, we got all our 3-point shoes, all our 3-point boost shoes to sell, or shoe boost to sell, I should say, right there. And that just made us what, I think about 30,000 MT, maybe a little bit less. And then talking about the Evan Mobley, which we were talking about, I got him for 16,000. Right now he's about 18,000 as the lowest. I go list this up for 18,000. I'm not the best with, you know, math, and I don't really know taxes that well, but 18,000, I'm pretty sure that's going to make us more than 16,000. So that's going to be a little bit of profit. You can also, you know, lower your margins if you want to make a lot of MT in one singular snipe. So what you guys can do is obviously the same thing. Go to the 'Tis the Season, right? Like I said, people are throwing up these snipes because the promo drop just came out. And if you guys do this on the Saturday, you do this on the Friday, it's going to be a lot better to make, you know, some MT, because I'm doing this on Sunday, right? When the drop's been out for a couple days. So what you guys want to do if you want to make a lot of MT is maybe even set it to like 15,500, and anything you get below this is definitely going to make you a decent amount of MT, especially if you get a guy like Shay or a guy like even Jonathan Isaac. I know goes for a decent amount. So sniping, like I said, I'm not really the biggest fan of, but if you guys want to make some MT, it's definitely not going to be a bad way. And then the next way I want to talk about, guys, is honestly going to be one of the best ways that nobody talks about, and it's super simple. Play the game. I'm not kidding. I know it sounds very simple, and it's not really that great of a tip because it seems very, you know, straightforward and very simple, but not that many people realize it is super easy to make MT by literally just playing the game this year. I mean, at 90 wins in Clutch M Online, that's 50,000 MT. We go to Clutch M Offline. Once you get to 90 wins, that's another 25,000 MT. When you guys are grinding through Unlimited, you're going to get a ton of these prize balls. You're just going to be getting a ton of stuff that you can make some MT off of. I mean, in season 1, they had, I think it was Monty Williams, who was a coach when you got to 8,200 points, and he went for 100,000 MT when the game first came out, and I got him right away and sold him for 100,000 MT. So Unlimited, you know, 20,000 MT right here. I think there's some more MT later, you know, 20,000, 25,000. So I'm pretty sure my math is right. That's what, 65,000 MT literally just from Unlimited, you know, T2 Online. Play these game modes. You're just going to make a ton of MT by literally just playing the game. Obviously, there's some other great ways, you know, selling badges, selling shoe boosts, sniping, you know, selling some random stuff in your collection. That's obviously going to make you a ton of MT, but honestly, just playing the game this year, guys, is going to make you a lot more MT than you could expect. And then the last thing I want to talk about is going to have to do with your badges once again, but this time it's going to have to do with your Hall of Fame badges. Now, this is a little bit, I wouldn't say in depth, but basically a really good way to make MT and my team just in general. This year it's maybe not as crazy good, but in past my teams it's always been amazing, and this year you're still able to make a ton of MT from, and that's going to be badging up cards with these Hall of Fame badges. So as you guys can see, I have 15 on the first page, and then I have another, I think that's 8, so I have, if math is right, 23. So I have 23 Hall of Fame badges. Some people even have like 40, 50. I mean, I gave like Pink Diamond LeBron when he came out, I gave him like 16 Hall of Fame badges. So a lot of people have like 40 hops right now, and if you guys start playing the game and getting Hall of Fame badges, you're gonna be able to make tons of MT by adding them to really expensive cards. So if I go to season 3 and I go to the new Opal MJ, if I can try to find a soup one here real quick, right, 30 Hall of Fame badges, I can guarantee you this one with 30 hops is most likely gonna go for probably 1.5 million MT. And if you were to sell this right when the drop does come out, and you pull an MJ right away, or you buy an MJ right away after the first 4 hours, and then you add all your Hall of Fame badges to them and you resell them, you are able to make tons and tons of MT. Let's just say, for example, even this guy right here, he's selling like a couple days after, you know, it actually came out. The content drop came out on Friday. MJ right now is about 350,000 MT. I would say you can probably get one for 350 if you do kind of snipe it and you get a little bit lucky, right? And then you add your 18 Hall of Fame badges to him, just like this guy did. And just with 18 Hall of Fame badges, this guy's probably going to be able to make over 1 million MT. And that is 2 days after the content drop to come out. So imagine what you can make when the content drop has literally just been released. That's honestly one of the best ways once you guys do play the game a lot and you do get those Hall of Fame badges. But yeah, guys, that's going to be all the best ways right now to make MT. Let me know in the comment section down below if you guys have any questions about the methods I explained, or just anything in my team in general. If you guys have other MT methods, let me know in the comment section down below. We can all help each other out and make some MT. But did Evan Mobley quickly sell? I do want to see. So Evan Mobley hasn't sold yet, but he'll eventually sell and he'll make some MT. But hopefully you guys did enjoy it. If this video did help you guys out, make sure to drop a like and sub down below, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.